When I was in school, there were like 3 things to stimulate me: video games, hanging out with friends, and maybe a good book. But then, bam, the internet happened. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, it's like someone turned the stimulation dial to 11. I mean, look at you right now. You're probably watching this video, but your mind is already halfway through a parkour clip, and you are not even paying attention to the above text. And that's the problem. Our minds are wired for constant stimulation, and it's making it harder than ever to focus on the stuff that actually matters. And there is only one solution that, when embraced regularly and purposefully, will eliminate your procrastination and allow you to outwork everyone. And that is to embrace being bored. Yeah, you heard me right, bored. Like intentionally, purposefully bored. Because when we're constantly seeking out the next dopamine hit, we're actually training our brains to be less efficient. We become addicted to distraction, and the thought of doing something that doesn't immediately gratify us seems impossible. That's why in a distracted world, boredom is a superpower. By embracing boredom, we're giving our brains a chance to rest and recharge. We're creating space for creativity, problem solving, and deep focus. It's like hitting the reset button on your mind. Our modern world is full of distractions pulling us away from the things we need to do and the problems we need to solve. And the answer to facing them is to be bored. If you sit down in a room with a book, a laptop, and your phone, which are you more likely to focus on? The work or the devices that gives you large hit of dopamine? No matter how strong your willpower is, if there's something that can stimulate your mind more than the thing you're meant to be doing, eventually you'll give up. So the only option is the extreme option. If you want to outwork everyone else, give yourself no other choice but to do that work. Turn off your phone and anything that acts as a distraction for you. And then sit down in a room and give yourself no other choice but to do the work you know you need to do. Now you only have 2 options. If you choose to do the work, great. But if you choose to embrace boredom, a beneficial state that is uncomfortable, eventually the discomfort of doing nothing will force you into action and you'll work. So if you want to outwork everyone, embrace boredom. Give yourself the choice of either working or doing nothing. Because when someone gets the option to scroll, the option to get distracted and to procrastinate, they will. But when you only have the option of doing the work or being bored, the end outcome is always you facing the work in front of you. Because if you allow yourself to be bored, eventually you doing nothing will turn into you doing something. And if you want to really take this to the next level, dedicate time every day to doing nothing. And when you're scheduling time to do nothing, the only things you're allowed to do are walk, meditate, journal, or sit there. Because boredom gives your brain the chance to cool down, regenerate, and prepare for the next big challenge. When you allow yourself to be bored, you're essentially giving your mind a much-needed tune-up and letting it catch up and recover from the bombardment of stimulation that it's constantly getting. Now, the more time you can spend doing nothing, the better. But start with small, maybe just 10 minutes a day, where you do absolutely nothing. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and let your mind wander. What you're going to notice is that it's in these moments of quiet that your mind can make those crucial connections, spark new ideas, and find innovative solutions to problems. You'll be able to increase focus, creativity, reduce anxiety, and achieve greater sense of calm. These are just some of the benefits of embracing boredom. It's an investment in your mental health that will help you to think clearly and outwork everyone. And when you think more clearly, you'll have less brain fog, less overwhelm, and therefore less anxiety. Because your mind can properly process the problems of your life, and when you do nothing, you're much more likely to do the work you need to do, which will remove at least 90% of your problems. Giving your mind time to rest. It's like organizing the library, creating a system where you can easily find what you need. This is where innovation happens. This is where breakthroughs occur. It's in the quiet moments of boredom that your mind is free to roam and explore, to make connections that you never thought possible. You see, creativity isn't about forcing ideas to come to you. It's about creating the right conditions for them to emerge. And boredom is the perfect incubator for those creative sparks. When you're constantly bombarded with information, your brain is in overdrive, trying to process everything at once. It's like trying to hold 1,000 conversations at the same time. No wonder you feel overwhelmed and stressed. So every day, schedule at least 10 minutes. Over time, as you experience the benefits of this mental downtime, you'll naturally crave more of it. You'll start to see boredom as a valuable tool, not a waste of time. Remember, it's not about being unproductive, it's about optimizing your productivity. By giving your mind the rest it needs, you'll be amazed at how much more focused, creative, and energized you become. And if you're still facing the problem, then you're probably stuck in the self-improvement trap. I've already discussed in this video how self-improvement is ruining your confidence in life. So check it out after this one. See you there.